Hey everybody, thanks for joining me in another video. I have two layouts for this one to share with you. They are both Monsters Inc. So with this layout, I kind of was thinking like Boo's room. That's how it started off. It kind of went off the rails from there. But I did start with this pink striped paper there to kind of represent wallpaper, and then we got trim on the like a border for the wallpaper. It is a Frisker's border cut, and I added white wood for the border. And then the matte paper, or the paper that I used for the mats, are really cute. They got these flowers on it. It reminded me of Boo's door, but they get covered up with the pictures. So I did end up putting lots of different flowers that reminded me of her door, even some vellum ones right there. So I printed off what the sign looks like for the last floor. And then I have like these stickers right here. It's my son screaming into the screen canister. I have Finding Nemo here. Kind of the Easter egg. I think you see it in the movie. That's probably why I put it there. I drew this little monster. I made this magazine, then added plastic to it to make it shiny. I have a whole bunch of sayings in Monsters Inc. I made this little easel out of paper. And then we have Roz and the little guy. We got the code. We all know what the code means. And then over here for Randall, when I was done coloring him in and drawing him and coloring him in, I added the Spectrum Noir sparkle to it, and look how it sparkles. So his skin just looks like he's sliming around. Looks like it's moving. And then for the title, I used mulberry paper. And I tried to rough it up as best I could to make it look like fur. Excuse me. And then I cut out a whole bunch of circles and I glued them on there, and we scared because we care. I did with my Cricut. This is different paper, the wood for the floor, and then I made this baseboard, which different layers. And then over here, please excuse me, I don't want to redo this video. I'm probably on my 10th video and my throat's getting dry, so I apologize for the coughing. Here we have a Stick Your Curiosity. That's, oh, we're out of focus. I printed out that. We have a picture that Boo drew. These are Polaroids that were inside the locker of Mike and Sully. Another picture of Boo. We got the deodorant there. We have a That Guy button or sticker that you get when you get to be that guy. And we have Boo sticking out there. I drew Sully. I drew Mike. I printed that out. This is newspaper clippings. These are all printed out. And then he's holding Monster of the Month pictures of himself. And with this picture right here, I made sure that I covered up most of Mike for that, because, you know, that inside joke there. The screen canisters or laugh canisters, I made them very 3D. I have cardstock under there. And then we just have like a whole bunch of little details. This says To Kitty from Boo or Love Boo, Pixar ball, and then I made like these little post-its and wrote on them. That's Roz, what she says to Mike. And then the next one is a very simple page, but it did take a long time to make the drawings. So with this one, I started with that beautiful green background paper, and then I added a whole bunch of different layers of paper to make it look like a desk. I'm watching you always, or watch, what does it say? Watching always, what Roz says. And I drew her, and I used pencil crayon for her hair and just added some details. I really like how it turned out. There's a lot of detail in her skin. I don't know if it's picking up on everything, but that took a long time and it was really fun to do. There's a journaling spot, a 5x7 photo. We got some cardboard stars that are glittery. And then over here, I drew Mike, and I drew this little alien. That'll be a journal spot as well. And the cool thing about Mike is, hopefully it'll pick up. There's a little bit, let me see if it'll focus for you. A little bit of sparkle in his eyes. So like his eye is quite, like, looks like it has depth to it. I really liked it. It was fun to make. And then for the border, it was just gray. I'm going to focus again. It was just gray paper that I inked up, and I cut out a whole bunch of little circles to make it look like the bolts in metal. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope it inspires. I appreciate you guys watching, and watch my other videos. Thanks. Bye.